Capper Outdoors is a man who consistently posts videos from his homestead surrounded by the woods. His content usually revolves around his equipment, vehicles, farm, and everything happening around the property. There's always something new going on, as you'd expect from a homestead. But in this particular video, it wasn't about the animals or the farm. It was about something much weirder. One morning, his wife was leaving the property to go to work when she noticed something that seemed out of the ordinary. It was winter, and the entire property was covered in snow when she spotted a set of footprints where there definitely shouldn't have been any. Now, it's worth mentioning that they say they always know who or what enters their property, and this time, they had no idea. After seeing the photos his wife had sent him, Capper decided to investigate for himself. That's when he discovered something pretty strange.
So I started tracking them. They came all the way from the pole barn, and they were headed out towards the road. So let me show you a clip of that. All right, here's these tracks fresh on the 22nd of January. Looks like they were dragging something. Here's the pond. In the middle there you can see drag marks. And the origination is by the pole barn. There's no other tracks. That's where they start, almost like somebody was dropped off.
As he followed the footprints, they led him deeper into the woods when, all of a sudden, out of the corner of his eye, he spotted something, or rather, someone. It was a man lying at the base of a tree, covered in dirt and with something on his head. Capper approached him slowly while keeping a safe distance, just in case something happened. At that point, the whole situation was getting stranger and stranger.
What do you mean going for a walk?
Go for a walk.
Where do you live?
Downtown.
Downtown where? What's your name? Are you okay, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to get away from my wife for a while.
Okay. Are you cold, man?
Yeah, I am.
You're not in any trouble, are you?
No.
You're not running from the cops or anything like that?
Oh, no.
No? All right.
Capper was getting more and more suspicious of the guy. There were drag marks in the snow alongside his footprints, yet he wasn't carrying anything that could have made them. His clothes were covered in what looked like dirt, and he claimed that he wanted to get away from his wife, but where was his wife now?
And you walked all the way out here from...
I had a friend drop me off.
Okay, that's what it looked like by the tracks. They drop you off up here by the barn?
Out down this way.
Did you walk in my driveway or come in another way?
I'm not sure, sir. I've had a rough night.
Okay. Let me give you my jacket. I got an extra jacket here.
Oh, that'd be great, sir. Thank you.
And let me see, make sure everything's all right at your house there. There ain't nothing, bad going on.
No. I ain't how women are.
Well, I suppose. All right, here.
Thanks, sir.
How come you're covering your face?
Oh, I'm just trying to stay warm, sir. She took everything I had, kind of left me high and dry.
All right, put that on, man, the right way. You want to come sit in my truck for a minute?
No, sir, it should be fine. Thank you, sir.
Can I see your face? So I know who you are? You're on my property. I mean, are you all right, man?
Don't take no pictures of me, sir.
All right, well, I just want to know that you ain't trying to steal something, that's all.
No.
When Capper approached the man, he appeared to be holding a notebook or something with a photo of a woman on it. The man kept covering his face, claiming that he was just trying to stay warm. He also gave Capper his name and other information about himself that, at the time, seemed to be true. But later, Capper would find out that it was all a lie. He got back into his vehicle and called the sheriff about the situation, just to be on the safe side.
The deputy's following me back because it was just easier that way, trying to describe where the guy was at, because we got a mile-long road here. And if this right here is one of the most dangerous times for a police officer, is making the first contact. Okay, that's one of the most dangerous times. So they're basically going to remove them from the property and go from there.
Go ahead. 1029 Illinois, last name.
Lied to me.
Common spelling.
Oh, his
Middle
name.
initial. Female, white, date of birth.
Clear or valid.
10-4, be back out.
Okay, so the sheriff has him. He's going to remove him from the property. I told him he can keep the jacket, hat, and gloves if he's, financially having hardships, and he was very appreciative. Gave the deputy 20 bucks. And buy the guy a hot meal, and he's going to take him back into town.
The man was put into the police car and taken into town. As they were leaving, the sheriff mentioned that something about the man seemed off, and that he felt like he was hiding something from them. Weirdly enough, after they left, things took an even stranger turn. The next day, Capper went back to the property to see if he had missed anything, and strangely, he had. There was a car parked by the pond, and at that point it became clear that the story was much deeper than it first seemed.
Okay, I just got home, and I have a trespasser on our property. It's a silver car parked on our pond dam. The sheriff's on the way. We just removed a trespasser yesterday. Don't know if it's related to him or what. Man, this just pisses me off. I'm tempted to strap one on and frickin' go out there and make contact, but I'll wait for the deputy.
I just can't believe this stuff. 2 days in a row. Unreal. And we've been here 3 years. 3 years and not had one problem in 2 days in a row. Wouldn't be surprised if that car is smashed there from hitting trees on that pond dam, because it is very, very narrow on there. Those of you guys that follow the channel know that.
After further investigation, it turned out that the man had been lying about everything. First, he lied about how he got there. He told them someone had dropped him off, but in reality, he had driven his own car there and parked it on the pond dam. He never mentioned that the car on the property belonged to him, even after being questioned about it. Later, the tow truck driver revealed that the man had admitted to driving out into the country and parking on the pond dam himself, meaning he knew exactly what had happened and deliberately chose to hide it. He also claimed he was upset because he was having a rough time with his wife at home. Well, that turned out to be false too. He wasn't married and he didn't even have a girlfriend. When Capper asked him if he'd ever had any problems with the police, he said no. Guess what? He lied again. Well, partially. What he conveniently left out was that he had recently burned down a family member's house and had a history of burning down 3 homes in total. He had never been prosecuted because witnesses were too afraid to testify against him. By this point, it was clear that the man was dangerous. Knowing that he had been on the property made Capper worry that he might come back one day and burn his house down too. Even after all of that, nothing really happened to him. He did receive some mental health treatment, but the facility could only hold him for 4 days. Without someone swearing out a warrant declaring him a danger to himself or others, that was the legal limit. Now, I don't want to stretch this story too much, but I do want to point something out. Isn't it strange how he lied about how he got there, how he was covered in dirt, and how there were drag marks in the snow even though there was nothing nearby that he could have been dragging? What if he had actually dragged a body into the woods from his car and buried it somewhere deep out there? It would explain why he lied about so many things. Of course, there's absolutely no evidence to support that, and it's just a theory. But I do believe there was a lot more to this man than anyone ever found out. A man was out in the woods when he spotted something in the distance. It was a small moose that appeared to be tied with some straps of some sort. Seeing that, the man walked over to help it and free it. After he managed to untangle it, things suddenly got dangerous as the moose had a very strange way of thanking him.
Here now. Go on, little girl. Hey. Oh, you're a mean little girl. No call him being nasty. Now, come on. First time I ever got beat up by a baby moose. Oh, I think I'm south of you. I'm just having a hard time letting this girl loose.
First of all, why does this guy act like getting beaten up by a moose is a regular occurrence? Someone needs to hire him as a commentator. He'd do a great job. Second, that looked like it hurt pretty bad. So, what actually happened there? From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, that moose was probably being relocated because it had become a problem moose, which would explain why it was all tied up. But then, why didn't they untie it? It was definitely a weird encounter, and I think this man was pretty lucky it wasn't an adult moose. Although, I don't know if he still would have decided to untie it if that had been the case. Living Testimony Pet Services is a page run by a man who offers pet-related services. He takes his clients' dogs on walks, hikes, and other outdoor adventures. He usually records these outings to promote his business and posts them on his page. But this particular time, he was live streaming on TikTok while walking one of his clients' dogs when, all of a sudden, he found himself staring down the barrel of a gun, fearing for his life.
Me, man, we can set something up where I can accommodate your dog, become his companion, and show the dog the love it needs. Because I know it's a lot of people out here abandoning dogs. Got them in crates all day, or either chained up in the backyard. That's not the way for them to live, man. They meant to be free just like us, man. I'm just out here trying to unleash joy one wag at a time, baby. One wag at a time. We just out here unleashing joy, You know, you can have your dog as happy as Mr. Brody right here, man. Mr. Brody's a happy dog. What's up now? Huh? Yeah, I'm a dog walker. Yeah, I'm the dog walker. Oh, okay. What's going on, sir? He has a gun out on me, y'all. Yes, sir.
Cops?
I'm your dog walker, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, I came a little early today. Go, Brody. Yes, sir. I did. The cat was inside, yeah. No, it was running around. It followed me around. Yeah. No, I do not. What's going on, sir? Yeah, I mean I've been providing service for you every day now. Huh?
That was a completely bizarre and terrifying experience. There are a lot of things about it that just don't make sense. You can hear the man who claims to be the dog's owner saying, "I don't know you, you don't know me." But then he goes on to mention that the uploader was supposed to arrive later, which means he clearly knew who he was because he was expecting him. What's even weirder is that the uploader had already walked Brody 8 times before, so it was obvious the man knew him. So why pull a gun on a dog walker? This is a perfect example of someone who simply shouldn't be allowed to own a firearm, because he seems willing to pull it out over the smallest inconvenience, when it should only ever be used in life or death situations. Fortunately, the dog walker eventually left, and thankfully, he wasn't shot. Brian is a guy who loves mountain biking and created a channel to share that passion with others while riding through some of the most beautiful landscapes. The places he rides are usually remote trails, and when you think of trails, you probably think of forests and mountains, and that's exactly my point. These places are often deep in secluded areas where wildlife is common, and unfortunately, that's exactly what he and his friend encountered during a ride in Tibet. But it wasn't a bear or a cougar. It was something that literally looked like a demon.
Yeah, there's some snow patches. Oh! Yeah! Oh! Looking a little dangerous here. Oh, you motherfucker! Get back. Go, keep going. Yeah.
While this encounter could have gone much worse, the animals backed away when Brian confronted it. That was a yak, which is a separate species from both cows and buffalo. Yaks are generally docile but can be incredibly dangerous when threatened, provoked, or during mating season. It's safe to say that if that yak really had decided to attack them, they wouldn't had a chance to win. Now, I've never seen a yak before, and I can say with the hand on my heart that if I've ever seen that in front of my eyes in such remote place, I'd probably think it's the devil himself trying to go on a ride with me. Fortunately, nothing happened to them, but let's say it was more about the visual thing than the attack. Mike is a guy who enjoys the outdoors so much that he created a channel dedicated to it, sharing videos of himself camping in different forests and simply enjoying nature. In this particular video, however, things took an unexpected turn when he went on a stealth camping trip in the woods and ended up being forced to abandon his campsite.
Okay guys, due to some circumstances that changed in my favor, I'm able to get out on a stealth camp tonight. I just parked and I'm heading in. I'll bring you back in a minute as I get some distance out here. Again, nothing big. Just really someplace I'm not supposed to be overnight. But I'm happy that I get another stealth camp in, and I'll tell you the circumstances how this one came about. Because I've had a busy day, and to be able to throw this on top of it, man, I'm excited.
After hiking for a while, he eventually found a great spot to set up what he calls his baby tent. It was low profile and well hidden, something that would be difficult for anyone walking nearby to notice. As night fell and darkness took over, things started to feel a little strange when he began hearing noises coming from the direction where he had parked his car.
Alright guys, I'm hearing a noise, so we're gonna see what it is. There's a chance I could be busted, but I'll come back. You can't see me, but I heard a bunch of noise way up on my car. And I don't know what it was. I very much doubt anybody be looking for me where I'm at. But there's a chance I might be wrapping this up, just because if there's some good old boys out there drinking or something, having a good time, I don't want to mess with my car. So I don't know if I'm going to stay. I might wrap this up in about an hour. I'm hearing too much noise out there, and I'm telling you, I might just get my butt out of here. Alright guys, sometimes when you stay at a place, you gotta know when it's time to get out. I'm hearing too much noise, too much crap, and I'm getting out of here. I don't know if it's good old boys. I don't know what it is. Too much noise. I'm getting in my car. I'm gonna get out. It is truly a shame I didn't get to stay, because man, this is a beautiful spot. But sometimes, guys, you gotta play it smart. Okay? Safety first. Remember that. Respect nature second. I'm getting out. Too many warning signs. But don't worry, I got more stealth adventures ready to go. And some of them my wife dropped me off so I can go deep. But right now, safety's priority, let's go. See that lake at night, guys, it's beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm getting closer to my car. So I'm gonna turn this off. But then I'm going to leave it on. Make sure everything's copacetic if I'm going to ride. Instead of in video. I'll put the video on now. Make sure everything stays up to say, but I won't be saying anything more. Back in my car, everything went okay. I got out of there. There was just too much noise, way too much noise near me when I was a mile out. So always play it safe. Get out when you can. If you don't feel things are right, man, leave. It's not worth your safety.
He wasn't in any immediate danger, but he kept hearing too many noises around him. Since some of them were coming from the direction of his car, he started thinking that maybe someone had spotted it and was now looking for him. This video is a good reminder that it's not always about what you can see or waiting until you're actually attacked. Sometimes it's about recognizing the warning signs and leaving before a situation has the chance to become dangerous. Running into people in remote locations usually isn't something you want, because even if they seem harmless, you don't actually know them or what they're capable of, especially in a place where no one would ever hear you scream for help. Sometimes it's better to leave and stay safe than to regret not leaving when you had the chance. Just like the people in some of my other videos who regretted staying when it was already too late to get out. and who ended up seriously injured or even dead. You have another video on your screen right now, and YouTube thinks you might enjoy it. Maybe it'll be one of those stories. Wilderness Whispers, out.